Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Rebel Racing Network. We're coming to you live on Tuesday night for the first time ever to bring you the 204 Late Model League live from Langley Motor Speedway in Langley, Virginia. So, this is a new thing for us on Tuesday nights. We just picked up the 204 Late Model League, and we're going to be sticking with them all season here on the Rebel Racing Network. So, if you're looking at the names on that scoring tower there, you're probably noticing that we do have a lot of familiar faces. So, a lot of these guys we've seen race in the Midwest Truck Series and in the Midwest Super Truck Series. Guys like Adam Vinny, Brock Bigelow, Dakota Dennis is in here, my partner in crime. He's not going to be joining me in the booth tonight because he's actually going to be racing in that 19 Travelers Whiskey car there. So some of the other names that have carried over, we have Michael Everett, Mike Forrestner, last week's Super Truck Series winner, Scott Negus has also moved over here as well, Hugh Escobar, and a lot of familiar faces here tonight. So the drivers are now currently finishing up practice, and we're going to go over some of the rules for the 204 late model series. So this is our season opener tonight here at Langley Motor Speedway. This race, as well as all other races, are going to consist of 100 laps. Each driver is going to be at limited to 35% fuel in the car, and also limited to one set of tires. So every car here is going to be required to make a pit stop for fuel tonight. And that one set of tires, we know that's going to play into a strategy. You know, that's going to be huge on strategy. We've seen it come into play the last 2 weeks in the Super Truck Series. So that's going to be something to watch out for. Also, drivers are allotted one quick repair per race. So we're going short track racing tonight. So using that quick repair at the right time is going to be huge for a lot of these drivers, especially at such a small track like Langley. So our current weather tonight is, we're expecting it to remain mostly cloudy. The outside air temperature is 72 degrees Fahrenheit, and our track temperature, when last checked, was 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is a little bit cooler tonight. So we, hopefully that's going to, help these drivers keep it under control at such a small track. And I see we've already got some Adam Vinny fans in the chat tonight. Beard Sconson. So I would love to bet on this as well. Trust me. I will work on getting this on DraftKings, FanDuel, and everything I can. All right, so, and, Beard Sconson, do you care to comment on anything that was said last week with that sibling rivalry? Go ahead, drop a comment, let me know. All right, and we're watching the 55. We were watching the 55 of Scott Negus make his way around the track. He's currently sitting third tonight, coming off that win last week in the Midwest Truck Series, and he is looking fast tonight. So I think he's definitely going to be one to watch, and especially after last week, we saw he was not making too many friends out there. So we talked to a lot of drivers, Adam Vinny, about thinking about using the bump and run here at these short tracks. Everyone's, mostly everyone said, that's not how they want to race. They don't want to do a bump and run on anyone. And, we saw a lot of clean racing, but we've got to see if the 55 has some payback coming with so many familiar faces from last week. All right, and practice is ending now. We're going to take you trackside for our opening ceremonies.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, and those were our opening ceremonies brought to you by Ghost Flyovers. Or, I apologize, rebranded Oorah Flyovers. Um, and that national anthem was performed by the United States Marine Corps Band. So, pretty cool. First time doing that here on the Rebel Racing Network. All right, the drivers have taken the track to qualify. We've already got it looks like half the field has finished qualifying. I'm going to see if I can find someone to pull up here in the booth. Hey, Ryan, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me?
I gotcha.
All right. We see you just finished up qualifying. So you're our league owner here tonight, getting ready to go racing in the first race of the season. How do you feel, buddy?
I'm nervous. We got a big field. There's lots of drivers. We've got people from all over the country that have decided to join. So it's a full field. It should be action packed. I'm really excited to see how this turns out. Late models under the lights.
Yes, gotta love the late models under the lights, and we're seeing a lot of familiar faces from the Midwest Super Truck Series and the Midwest Truck Series. You know, um, yeah. Are you expected to stay clean tonight, or are you expected to see some cautions out here tonight with such a small track and such a high driver count?
I tell you what, I know a lot of the drivers that are in here. There are some new names to me, but I know a lot of them. And I tell you what, most of these guys are really good. They drive with their heads. They're calm, they're cool, collected, and they're really fast guys. So I'm interested to see how it turns out. I hope it's not a wreck fest. I'm seeing 24, 25 cars, so should be a good race.
Yeah, we're looking. It looks like we're gonna have a 25 car field tonight. So, anyone you want to say hello to before you go racing tonight?
I just want to say hello to everybody that tuned in. All of our sponsors, we couldn't do this without them. All of our admins as well. We've got 4 really good admins in this group. I couldn't have done all of this without their help. I do want to thank all of the drivers for coming. I mean, they all take a night out of their night and make this happen for the fans. So
All right. Well, we appreciate you putting on a show for the fans. So, I'm gonna go ahead and throw you back to the, I believe, admin's room, and we're gonna get ready to go racing here.
excellent. Thanks, Austin. You have a good night.
All right, you too. Good luck tonight. And that is the admin's room, correct?
That would be correct. Yeah, we'll
All,
talk to you in the winner's circle later.
all right. Hopefully, we are talking to you. Right now, we got the 55 of Scott Negus at the top of the charts, so gonna be tough beating him this week, I think. But good luck
Yep.
tonight.
Thank you.
All right, and that was our league owner, Ryan Comba. He's going to be rolling off looks like he is a little further down the list. He's going to be rolling off 10th tonight. It looks like we finished up qualifying. So no cars on the track, and we're going to get ready to get this going here. All right, Beers Gonson set the over-under at 6 cautions. We're going to see if he's right. I see a lot more Adam Vinny fans in here tonight. All right, the cars are getting ready to take the track, so we're going to go ahead and pull up our grid. All right, so our starting grid. On row 1, we're going to have that 55 of Scott Negus, and to his outside in second place, we're going to have the 78 of JJ McCrae. Row 2, we're going to have everyone's favorite driver, Adam Vinny, starting in third, and Scotty Oliver to his outside in fourth. Moving on to row 3, in fifth place, we have Chris Roma in the 83 car, and to his outside, Nolan Perry in that 98 car, rolling off 6th. All right, moving back to row 4, we're going to have the 7 of Brock Bigelow and the 8 of Craig Tully. Row 5, we have the 9 of Tyler Smith and the 10 of league owner Ryan, I apologize, rolling off 9th, we have Tyler Smith in that 25 car, and rolling off 10th to his outside, Ryan Comba in the 204 car. Row 6, we have an 11th, Rob Donaldson in the double zero car, and Henry Hamby in that 47 car. Rolling off 12th. Row 7, we're going to have Stephen Gary in the 111 car, and Marcus De Garza in the 99 car. In row 8, we have Timothy McDonald in the 38 car, and Brandon Williams to his outside in the 96 car, rolling off 16th. Row 9, we're going to have Jeffrey Mathis starting 17th in the 6 car. And Hugh Escobar in that 72 car, rolling off to his outside in 18th. Row 10, we have the 18th of Michael Everett. He's changed his number to 18 here. Rolling off 19th and starting 20. Oh, and lights on the pace car off. We're green. They are off racing. Scott Negus out to got a great start there. He jumps out to an early lead. That's last week's winner. So we're going to see if he can hold on. They are 2 by 2 behind him, though. And I believe the yellow is out. We already have a caution. Looks like Billy Smith involved in that. Let's go back and take a look at it. That's Billy Smith in the 68 there, the blue and black car. Oh, actually, the 01 of Robert Eversole involved in that. We'll go back, take a look at that real quick. Looks like the 4 of Mike Forrestner. Oh, big checkup. And Mike Forrestner had nowhere to go. Big checkup on the initial start. Brings out the yellow flag. All right, so we're only in lap 4. We've already had one caution at this small racetrack. I think we can see a lot more beating and banging to come tonight. So, and we'll be keeping an eye on Scott Negus for sure. You know, he was involved in a couple incidents last week in the Super Truck Series. You know, hopefully him starting up front, he can keep it clean tonight. They're doubling it back up. The lights on the pace car are out. We're getting ready to go back green here, folks. All right, pace car dives to the inside. Green flag is out. Scott Negus gets a great jump. Makes his way out there to the lead. They're 2x2 behind him. In second, the battle for second, we have the 11 of Adam Vinny and the 78 of J.J. McCrae battling out for second. Adam's got the inside. We're going to see if he can complete this pass here. They are neck and neck. We've also got the 83 of Chris Roma looking to throw his hat in the ring. Adam Vinny's now cleared the 78 of J.J. McCrae, and Chris Roma, it looks like he is also going to make his way by him. And we have the 118 car. 118, we cannot see that other one on there, but the 118 car of Scotty Oliver now to the inside of the 78. That 78 is dropping fast. He started in second. He has now made his way back to fifth. He finally falls in line. And they line up single file. Looks like we've got a battle for second going on there now. That 83 of Chris Roma and the 11 of Adam Vinny. 83 was underneath Adam, but falls in behind him, so we're going to see if he can make another move here. You said 16, but we're clean after that first, 16 cautions, but we've been going clean after that first incident, so they're now lined up single file, doing very good here. Looks like Robert Eversole's had a little bit trouble. He and Hugh Escobar now find themselves both one lap down. But for the most part, it does look like everyone has... Well, we've got a couple battles going on back in the pack, but for the most part, everyone is single file. That looks like the 27 of Brock Bigelow dropping. He's stuck on the outside, nowhere to go. They are keeping it clean, though. Now, remember, these cars, they only have 35% fuel, so they do have to pit. If this stays green, that is going to have a huge effect on pit strategy here. Short track like this, most drivers are probably thinking, oh, well, we can pit under caution. Don't have to worry about going a lap down. And I guarantee you, none of them practiced getting onto pit road under green flag tonight. So that 27 of Brock Bigelow now falls in the line. He has lost 5 positions since the start of the race. Just behind him, we have the 97 of Riley Duncan, who's our biggest mover of the race, up 11 positions from his starting position to 13th, and he is coming fast. And our good friend Dakota Dennis is back here in 21st. He seems to be struggling a little bit tonight. We're going to go ahead and ride along with him. you can see how hard he's working that wheel, trying to get that car to turn. He seems to be struggling tonight. We're going to make our way back up to the front of the field where Scott Negus is now approaching lap traffic. He goes under the 072 of Hugh Escobar. Adam Vinny following closely behind. We're going to see if this lap traffic is going to allow Adam Vinny to catch that 55 of Scott Negus, or the 83 to get to Adam Vinny. So that 83 is right on Adam Vinny's number, and you've got to be wondering if he's just kind of falling in behind Adam, waiting for the perfect opportunity. Will Adam makes a mistake, or Adam to use up his tires, before he makes that pass. Scott Negus is now approaching our friend Dakota Dennis. Dakota moves. He went low through the straightaway. Scott has not got around him yet. Ooh, Dakota made Scott check up there. That allows Adam Vinny in that 11 car and the 83 of Chris Roman to get, close the gap on Scott Negus as he tries to go underneath Dakota. Dakota moves up, finally lets him by. Adam Vinny now to the inside of that 19 of Dakota Dennis. There, let's go ahead and ride along with the 11 of Adam Vinny, see what he's seeing. I know he wants to get to the inside of that 55 of Scott Negus, and there is a lot of lap traffic coming up here. This is going to shake it up. Oh, trouble. Caution is out. Caution is out. Our second caution of the night comes at lap 55. Looks like Stephen Gary, Ed Crozier involved. Timothy McDonald. And these are guys that were on the, I believe had already been lapped by our leader, lap car incident. Looks like the 072 of Ed Crozier didn't move as far down as Stephen Gary had hoped, and they come together and bring out our second caution of the night. Caution is out. I'm going to pull in. I want to see who we can talk to. Hey, Dakota, Austin up here in the booth. You got me, buddy?
Yes, I do, sir. How are you tonight?
Well, I tell you what, I'm missing my buddy tonight. You're out.
Because your buddy's down here in the car riding around the track.
Yes, he is. Tell me, how are you feeling tonight? It seems like you're having some early struggles out there in the back tonight. I believe you were just the lucky dog, though.
Yes, I was just the lucky dogs. I got my lap back. I'm back on the lead lap. It's not really troubles. I'm just out here being patient, being smart, being smooth, being methodical. There's a lot of racing left tonight this evening, and I don't want to burn it all up in the first 50 laps. So I'm just being patient back here in the back.
Right, I do understand that. 100. We've still got 60 to go, and we know from watching the last couple weeks in the Truck Series how important those tires are. But it looks like we're doubled up and going back green. I'm going to send you back down to your room. Good luck the rest of the night.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, and that was Dakota Dennis. Green flag is out. Scott Neat gets off to a great start. Yet again, the 83 clears Adam Vinny, who's stuck on that high side. The 78 of J.J. McCray also is going to get to the inside of him and pass Adam Vinny. 25's got a nose to the inside as well. Oh, trouble. 18 spins the 25. Caution is out again. I think it looked like the 25 just got caught in a bad spot. He was, just a little underneath Adam Vinny. Adam Vinny was coming down and he checked up. We will go back and take a look at it. Looks like we had a lot of beat and bagging in the back here, so we're going to go back and see what happened here. I do believe some people's car numbers are not matching what is showing in our scoring tower. Yeah, it looks like the 18 just got into the back of the... I'm not sure if it was the 25 or... I don't think it was the actual official 25. I am not 100% sure who that was. So we will try and get back to you on that one. So it looks like these cars have not elected to pit and take fuel and tires yet. Couple takers on pit lane: Marcus De La Garza, Timothy McDonald, Scotty Oliver on pit lane. And I got to think that they're more worried about getting their cars repaired at this point in the race. So they are doubled up. The lights on the pace car out. We're getting ready to go back green. And we're going to see if Chris Roma has anything for that 55 with Scott Negus. So he is hanging back here on that outside. Oh, looks like one more time around. Looks like they extended the caution by a lap. Adam Vinny's now rolling off in fourth, still stuck on that outside. So he struggled on the last restart on the outside. We're going to see if he can maybe do a little bit better this time around. All right, the 55 of Scott Negus takes off again. The 83 did not go. 83 of Chris Roma did not go on that restart. 78 gets under him easily, and he checks Adam Vinny back up, and Adam Vinny's now fighting to hold on to sixth. Adam Vinny still stuck on that outside. He scored a seventh as looks like the 97 of Riley Duncan has gone underneath them. And he's finally going to fall in line there in seventh in front of the 18 of Michael Everett. And our biggest move of the race is still that 97 car of Riley Duncan, now up 19 positions. He is up to fifth. So he's been on the move all race. And he still appears to be fast. So, you know, he's fast and saving tires, it looks like. I think he's going to be be a player here at the end and come into play towards the end of the race. And the yellow is out. Yellow is out at our halfway point of the night. That is our fourth caution of the night on lap 51. Stephen Gary involved. Stephen Gary in the 111 car. And looks like we had trouble in front of him. Looks like Mike Forrestner involved in that as well. I'll get a better look at it here. Yep, looks like Mike Forrestner just gave that 18 of Michael Everett a shot and sent him around, sent himself around. Well, bad luck there. All right, and that is our fourth caution. Let's try and talk to Mike Forrestner here. Hey, Mike, Austin Householder up here in the booth. You got me, buddy? Mike, it's Austin up here in the booth. You got me? All right, we're having some radio issues with him, so we're going to go ahead and get ready to go back green as they double them up, and the lights on the pace car are out. Scott Neig has been great on these restarts, getting a great jump. We have the 78 of J.J. McCrae, who is outside for this restart. This is, I believe, the first time J.J. McCrae's found himself starting the outside of the leader tonight. See if he can do it better than the other two. All right, Scott Negus gets a great jump here. The 83 of Chris Roma makes his way underneath that 78. Now the 97 is going to work on the 78. So the 50 car of Craig Tolley almost sent the 78 around. Looks like he is blinking a little bit. One thing we have seen tonight is the outside is not where you want to be on this restart. And look who is up in third. We've got that 97 of Riley Duncan. We've been talking about him all night. He has been the biggest mover of the race, now up 21 positions as he's going to work on that 83 of Chris Roma. I tell you what, he has driven the wheels off that car tonight to make his way up to the front. I think he's going to be able, to become a huge factor towards the end of this race. So laps are winding down now. We have 39 laps to go at this point in the race. So we're going to go ahead and take a look and see who has not pitted. So our top three there have not pitted. That is Scott Negus, Chris Roma, and Riley Duncan. So they are, they have not pitted. The 118 car, Scotty Oliver pitted back on lap 41. Nolan Perry, lap 41. And we also, further back in 6th, we have J.J. McCrae and Craig Tolley. They also have not pitted. So pit strategy a huge factor. You know, these short tracks like this, you know, they're burning up their tires. But that 97 of Riley Duncan has been real fast, even on old tires. With all these other drivers pitting, you know, he's proven that he can make his way through the pack. One thing Scott Negus has not had to deal with tonight is the pack. So I think it's going to come down to who can make their way through the pack the quickest. And right now, I think Riley Duncan has a great shot at it. I see everyone in the chat saying Adam Vinny definitely needed to get down to the bottom on these restarts. Yes, the outside is not where he wants to be. He has dropped back to 8th tonight. So he is back 5 positions from where he started, and he has been the biggest loser out of all the cars on the lead lap, losing 5 positions tonight. But he is going to work on that 50 of Craig Tully. He tries to work his way to the inside there. And caution is out. Caution is out. Our 5th caution of the night. Wisconsin, we only have 30 laps left. You know, you said 6 at the beginning. You might be right. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this. Looks like Mike Forsner involved in that. All right, I have Dakota Dennis going off track. Yep, it looks like the 19 of Dakota Dennis brought out that caution. He just got turned off the track. All right, I see we have Scott Negus, Chris Roma, Riley Duncan, JJ McCrae, all on pit road. So our leaders have now elected to take tires and fuel. When we go back green, it looks like we're going to have about 25 laps left to go. You know, we know how important these tires are, and pitting at the right time is. This may be a little bit too late in the race. They're going to find themselves back. Our leader, Scott Negus, is now starting in 11th. He's going to be restarting in 11th. So our new leader, he stayed out on that caution, is the 118 of Scotty Oliver. 2nd place, we have Nolan Perry. 3rd place, we have Adam Vinny. So Adam Vinny has made his way back up to the front. He is fast, and I think he might have pitted at the right time here. You know, if he can get out to a good restart and give 118 a run for his money, you know, Adam may be our race winner. League owner Ryan Comba in 4th, Brock Bigelow in 5th, Tyler Smith in 6th. They are doubled up, ready to go back racing. So we're going to watch what happens on this restart. Pace car dives down. Green flag is out. And there they go. The 118 of Scotty Oliver got a great restart there. He jumps out to an early lead. Adam Vinny capitalizes on that, gets underneath that 98 of Nolan Perry, and sets his sights on Scotty Oliver in that 118 car. You know, we've seen Adam Vinny drive the wheels off this car, you know, week in and week out. Caution flag is out. Our 6th caution of the night. I know that is not what Adam wanted to see. All right, look. couple involved in that. We're going to see what happened here. The 000 just looks like he just got the inside of the 6 car, sent him around, bringing out our 6th caution of the night. As we're coming down to 22 to go. We're going to see if the lights go out on the pace car this time around. If not, we're going to try and pull someone up here. It's a little bit tough to do these in-race interviews. It's such a short track. You know, time winds down real quick. I don't want to mess up, you know, any driver's concentration, especially with 20 to go. So this restart's going to be huge for Adam Vinny. He's got to get on it and hold on to that second place position, or if he does lose it, you know, ideally I think I give up that position, so if there is another caution I can restart in third and hopefully get a shot at, you know, running that 118 car of Scotty Oliver down. All right, green flag is out. 118 got a great restart there. Adam almost had the 98 car clear, but he's going to battle back on the outside. He is holding on great there. The 98 of Nolan Perry now makes his way back to the inside, and he's going to clear Adam Vinny on this time by. The 25 of Tyler Smith now working to the inside of Adam Vinny. I think Adam Vinny's going to be able to get back in line in third. Adam Vinny is right where he needs to be at the moment. You know, time winding down in this race. Cautions breed cautions. Everyone's bunched back up. 98's now made his way to the inside of the 118 car. That 118 is dropping fast. All right, as we come down to 14 to go, we're going to see if Adam Vinny can make a move real quick. I want to talk about someone else, that 97 of Riley Duncan. Last I looked, he was at 8th. He's now up to 6th. He is slicing this through this field like a hot knife through butter right now. So don't count him out with 13 to go. We're going to go right back to this battle for the lead. Adam Vinny trying to find a way around that 98 of Nolan Perry. And look who's back here in 4th as well. We have Scott Negus, you know, trying to throw his hat back into the ring. Scott Negus on fresh tires as well. He's working on that 25 of Tyler Smith. It looks like everyone is just going to stay in line and hope the guy in front of them makes a mistake. Adam is putting the pressure on the 98 of Nolan Perry, though. Scott Negus to the inside of that 25 now. Adam Vitti gets a nose under the 98. He's making a run for the lead. He's underneath. They touch. They keep it clean. 98 is way up the track. Adam's going to clear him. Scott Negus also made his way up to third. We have a bunch of great racing here. We're going to go to the blip view and show you a little bit more of it. We also have that 97 of Riley Duncan here, trying to race his way back as well. We've got 4 cars that all have a shot here, I think. That 98, I don't think he's as fast as the 55 and 97. But he is holding them up, and that's going to be a problem for him. This is the 97's chance right here. He's underneath that 55 of Scott Negus. Now remember, we said Scott did not make any friends last week in... he did not make any friends last week in the Super Truck Series, involved in 3 incidents. So the 97 does get by him clean, and he is now working on the 98 of Nolan Perry. I tell you what. Oh! Looks like somebody has some trouble getting on pit road. Taps the 97. We stay green, and no one is happier about that than Adam Vinney. And the white flag is out. 1 lap to go. Adam Vinney in first. Nolan Perry in second. Riley Duncan in third. Scott Negus in fourth. Checkered flag is out. Adam Vinney is going to come to the line and capture yet another win. All right, that's our race winner, Adam Vinney. And he parks it right there in victory lane. All right, and we're going to bring up our race results. First place, we have Adam Vinney. Second place, Nolan Perry. Third place, Riley Duncan. Fourth place, Scott Negus. Fifth place, J.J. McRae. Sixth place, Tyler Smith. Seventh place, Brock Bigelow. Eighth place, Craig Tolley. Ninth place, Henry Hamby. And finishing in 10th, we have league owner Ryan Comba. All right, and we're going to try and get these guys up in the booth and get an interview with the top 3. All right, so it's going to be a little bit difficult. Right now, all right, there's Nolan Perry. And I don't think we're going to hear from Riley Duncan tonight. It appears he is not available for an interview. All right, so we're going to go ahead and talk to our second place finisher, Nolan Perry. Hey, Nolan, it's Austin up here in the booth. You got me, buddy?
Yeah, I got you, Austin. Just give me a quick second.
All right, we can do that.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm in another. Okay, I'm good. How are you, Austin?
I am good. All right, you finished second tonight. It's got to feel good getting on the podium. Great run. Take me through those last couple laps. We saw, It seemed like you were just trying to hold on for dear life when the 97 was coming up to you.
Yeah, I tried to do a flip strategy, and I didn't take tires when the 118 and I wrecked earlier in the race. So then I ran the whole rest of the race on the same set of tires, and they were gone by the end. And was holding on for dear life when Adam got to me, and he's really fast. And then when Riley got back, I knew he's really fast. I run another league with him, and he's only quick everywhere we go. So I figured it was going to be hard to hold on to second, probably finish up third. But I'm kind of glad that lap car kind of got in the way because it helped me big time.
Yeah, we had been watching that 97 of Riley Dunk, and he's been the biggest mover of the race, up 21 positions, and he was doing it on old tires, took new tires with about 25 to go, and still made his way back through the pack. So I know you were happy to see when that lap car got in his way.
Yeah, Riley's a really good race car driver. He's really good in all the leagues I've seen him run or I've ran with him, and he'll be a good competition this year for the 204 league. So will Adam, coming over from the Midwest tour and running with us. It'll be great. I'm just super happy for Ryan putting on this and all the other admins that have helped promote the series and this league so we can get a bigger car count, and I'm happy for everyone that showed up.
All right, we appreciate you. Congratulations on that second place finish.
Yeah, thanks, Austin. Have a good night.
You too. All right, and we've got Riley Duncan now waiting in the interview room. He finished third tonight. We're going to pull him up and talk to him. Hey, Riley, it's Austin up here in the booth. You got me, buddy? Riley, Austin up here in the booth. You got me? All right. Looks like we're still having some technical...
Oh. Sorry, it's because it's push to talk. I had to choose a keybind.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we were looking for you earlier trying to get this interview. Really want to talk to you. You are our biggest mover of the night, up 21 positions to third. I know you're probably happy to be on the podium, but tell me, is there a little bit of frustration with that lap car right now, kind of preventing you from making a run for second?
Oh, yeah, I don't know what he was doing, man. He, was pulling into the pits on, 2 laps to go. I don't know why he didn't just stay up high, but, yeah, that definitely sucked, but I'm just glad it didn't take me out.
Yeah, we were watching that. I mean, we got nervous. I'm sure you would have loved to see a caution and a green-white checkered to give Adam Vinny a run for his money. It looked like you didn't take tires till about 25 to go. So, was that your plan to try and have fresher tires than everyone at the end?
That was the plan, but honestly, I needed it to kind of go green. But those 2 cautions, when we only had I don't know, what was it, 12 laps or something on the final run, that I just didn't have enough time.
Yeah, those cautions definitely did eat up time. I definitely thought you were going to be one to watch out for at the end of this race, especially, you were still, slicing your way through the field, on old tires. But, congratulations on a third place finish. Anyone you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, of course, Easy Clean, of course, and I want to thank Viper Graphics, because he's the one who did my paint. I think it did a pretty good job. And Iron M Motorsports, which is, I guess, my team, and Scott's on it, JJ, so both of them finished right behind me, which is sweet. So, yeah, that's about it.
All right, well, we appreciate it. Congratulations, buddy. Go celebrate.
Thank you.
All right, and finally, we're going to get Adam Vinny up here in the booth yet again. Seems like we talk to him every week. Hey, Adam, Austin up here in the booth. You got me?
I got you, buddy. How we doing?
Good. Welcome back. It seems like we're talking to you every week right now. So,
yeah, I could get used to this.
I think you're gonna get used to this. Congratulations on a first place finish. take me through those last couple laps. I don't know if you know what was going on behind you. You had, Riley Duncan in that 97 car closing quick with everyone and slicing his way through the field. Did he have you worried at all?
I have no idea, honestly. I once I get in a mode and into a setting like that, um, I have no idea what's going around me. Just straight tunnel vision, just concentrating, hit my marks, trying to stay smooth. I honestly didn't see any cars behind me in my rear view. Um, didn't even really have a chance to look, anyways, because hands were full with Nolan. He gave a heck of a run. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed that show. It was fantastic. Yeah,
Oh,
really looking forward to checking it out.
yeah, that was a great run, to the finish. I tell you what, those last 10 laps or so, I didn't know who to watch between um, you and Nolan, Riley and Scott. It was crazy at the end. So y'all definitely put on a great show. So, tell me, it looked like you were struggling a lot on the restarts when you were on the outside, and I believe your brother, um, oh, was trying to give you some advice in the chat tonight. You know,
Yeah, this track, you get put on the outside. It's so hard to battle here at definitely at this track. Inside is dominant. Um, and I knew as soon as I was gonna start on the outside that I was gonna get freight trained. Luckily, a few times there was opening that came about as as I was starting to fall back, and luckily I didn't fall back too far.
yeah, so that last restart you had on the outside, it definitely looked like you kind of figured it out better and was able to battle back a little bit more and not lose so many positions. So, it looks like you figured it out. Now, your brother said he thought you went to Taco Bell in the middle of the race. He's saying no more Taco Bell runs during the race. You care to comment on that?
I'll take his advice.
All right, all right. We'll have some Taco Bell here for you in Victory Lane next week. All right, so you don't have to worry about it. We just want you to keep putting on shows like that because it was a great show.
Sounds good. I appreciate it. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. That's what short track racing is all about.
All right. Anyone you want to thank tonight? I make sure you don't leave your brother out. I think you left him out last week.
Well, he sponsors my car, so I don't have to spew his name at all. But no, thank you to you, Austin, for broadcasting. Rebel Racing Network. Y'all be sure to like, subscribe, comment, help this fine gentleman out. He's fantastic. He's fantastic. He's learning and he's doing a great job at it. Beard Wisconsin, Small Batch Beard Oils and Balms, Next Level Litigation Support, Puma. My third teammate car, Brock Bigelow, good run. Shout out to him. Glad to have him on board. Yeah, man, BYB Extreme Fighting, my parents, my mom and dad, my girlfriend upstairs, all my kids, all my fans supporting and rooting, and yeah, just everybody that's supporting this league. Thank you very much.
All right, we appreciate it, man. Go celebrate. Go eat that Taco Bell, and we will see you here. Well, we will see you tomorrow in the Midwest Truck Series over on Twitch, and then we will see you on Thursday in the Super Truck Series. So we'll probably be talking to you again here very soon.
Sounds good, buddy. I'm looking forward to it as always.
All right, me too, buddy. We'll see you later on.
All right, pal.
All right, and that was your race winner, Adam Vinny. Struggled early on. Got caught on the outside, got sent back to about mid pack, and battled his way back for the win. So, I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Don't forget, hit that like, subscribe button. We appreciate all the support. We're going to be back here for the 204 series next Tuesday at South Boston for 100 laps at South Boston. I'm sure that is going to be another great one. And I know I said last week that, we would not be broadcasting on Thursday. We're going to ask you to stand by. We may be up and broadcasting this Thursday for the Midwest Super Truck Series. So, everyone have a good night, and we will see you later.